Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Syafiqah Izzati binti Zaharuddin. I would like to present about background of business D Herbs Holding Malaysia Sdn Bhd. D Herbs start operation on September 2010. The owner is Dato' Alif Shukri bin Kamar Zaman. Type of business for D Herb is partnership with the Sendayu Tinggi founder, which is Rosita binti Ibrahim. The company is located at Kota Damansara, Petaling Jaya, Selangor. Before he started business, he did various jobs before venturing into the cosmetic business, such as being a customer service officer, storekeeper, part-time model, and almost becoming a flight attendant. He also has been selling beauty and health product at the morning market, and he got so much attention from the people. After diligently selling product from various brands, he began to feel he wanted to sell his own product. He used 100,000 for start the business. He started the business by selling 4 main products, namely basic powder, slimming product, woman health drink, and lips treatment lipstick. Now the Herbs company has moved to a 4-story building with a total of 35 employees and has produced almost 90 new products. Dato' Alif Shukri produced his product at his own factory, namely Alif Herbs Manufacturing Sdn Bhd. He used 100% of herbal base in the making of his product. Not only in Malaysia, D Herbs product also attract customers from abroad to buy the products such as Brunei, Singapore, Indonesia, and Thailand. He has 45 cosmetic branch and 30,000 agents throughout Malaysia. Dato' Alif Shukri has also have building in Thailand, Cambodia, and Indonesia. Last but not least, D Herbs products are available at every popular location, including night market, farmer market, pharmacies, herbal shop, and D Herbs own shop, which is located at Kota Damansara, Petaling Jaya. So the products are easily to be found at anywhere.
Hi, my name is Siti Nadia binti Muhammad Azman. Next, I will be presenting the business characteristics for D Herbs Holding Sdn Bhd. The first characteristic is business registration, where D Herbs Holding Sdn Bhd registered with Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia SSM. Next is capital and business ownership. D Herbs Holding Sdn Bhd, which was formerly known as D Herbs Healthy Marketing, is a partnership business under Sdn Bhd and is owned by Dato' Alif Shukri. Dato' Alif Shukri starts off his D Herbs business when he started doing his first small business at the age of 7. With his available savings and experiences, Dato' Alif Shukri began his D Herbs business and successfully produced its first collagen lipstick in Malaysia and is continuously gaining success until today. The third characteristic is management and control. D Herbs Holding Sdn Bhd is managed and controlled by Dato' Alif Shukri, who is also the managing director at D Herbs Holding Sdn Bhd. Dato' Alif Shukri is also assists with the assistance of his employees. He now has 35 staffs working with him in helping to smooth the journey of D Herbs Holding Sdn Bhd, whereby has produced almost 90 products. Last but not least is liability. D Herbs Holding Sdn Bhd is an unlimited liability since it is a partnership business, which gives the meaning of business owners of any kind of debts occur within a business. Each business owner is equally responsible and their personal wealth could reasonably be seized to cover the balance owed.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nora Shida binti Zulkafli. Today I will present about classification of business item. Firstly, asset. Assets are properties owned by a business which have future economics value that can be measured and can be expressed in currency. There are 2 types of asset: non-current asset and current asset. There are 3 sorts of non-current asset: investment, tangible non-current asset, and intangible non-current asset, land and buildings, machinery, office equipment, furniture and fitting, motor vehicle, and other tangible non-current asset. Example of tangible non-current asset. Assets that have no physical existence are known as intangible non-current asset. For asset in D. Herbst Holding, also classified by two types of asset. For non-current asset, D. Herbst own assets such as vehicle, which is a van, truck for delivery of the stock to the retail shop and customer. Machinery like a machine to process the health of beauty product also counted as non-current asset that were owned by D. Herbst Holding. Besides, D. Herbst Holding also has current asset such as its account payable, inventory, cash in hand, and cash in bank. Account receivable is known as the retailer who purchased the stocks in a bundle on credit. Second is liabilities. A company's liabilities are its financial obligation to its creditor. Non-current liabilities and current obligation are two types of liabilities. On the credit side of the ledger, the increase in liability will be noted. Liabilities are funds provided to the business by third party for the acquisition of asset. D. Herbst Holding Sdn Bhd does have a non-current liability from the supplier, which is from the machine factory and delivery transportation. Since the amount of the machine of the processing the health and beauty product is above Rm 20,000 ringgit, D. Herbst decided to repay the loan within more than 1 year. However, D. Herbst Holding does not have any debt of current liability. As stated by the owner, the business stock is known as raw materials that can be obtained using the owner's money. Third is capital. For D. Herbst Holding, Dato Alif Shukri very persistent person because he at the young age always wanted to do the business. He only has SPM certificate and he also failed in his SPM. However, he always willing to keep working to find some money to make his own product with 450 ringgit as a capital. He opened up stall to sell health and beauty product at the morning market and he got so much attention from people and buy it from him. After diligently selling product from various brands, he began to feel he wanted to sell his own product. He started to make a loan at the bank but rejected several times. He is not giving up and still think how to get some money. Unexpectedly, he got help from his friend who convinced the bank officer. Then he successfully got the capital of 100,000 ringgit. With the money, he opened up his business, which is the Herbst Holding Sdn Bhd. So, fourth is revenue. Revenue that were earned from the primary business activity. For example, the Herbst Holding sells health and beauty product, gain the revenue or sales from selling the product, which is health and beauty product. The Herbst Holding received the revenue from its daily business transaction. Every day, the Herbst Holding business set the target to achieve at least Rm 2,000 ringgit of revenue. But in fact, this business successfully to achieve more than the target, which is around 3,000 to 4,000 each day. That means it makes the yearly revenue almost Rm 50,000 ringgit. Lastly is expenses. The Herbst Holding has a lot of operating expenses. For example, utility expense for above 1,000 ringgit monthly, worker salary for above 10,000 ringgit monthly, rent expense on the premise for above 7,000 monthly, traveling expense for 1,000 ringgit monthly, insurance expense for 1,200 ringgit monthly, and general expense for 150 ringgit monthly.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurina Azrul binti Fahrudin. My student number is 2021634412. Okay, today I would like to share to you guys about process of the business in the Herbs Holding Senior Berhad. Accounting process will start after the all transaction has been carried out to the company, which are taken from source document. For example, the Herbs Holding source document for the recording good purchase is the supplier invoice from the company purchase. The company always use the invoice, bills and receipt for the transaction, and they not always use the other source document. Okay, so next I will explain about the book of journal. The transaction will continue to be recorded in the books of prime entries such as cash book and journal. However, the Herb Holding Senior Berhad just use the books of journal to record all the transaction. There are so many types of journal that the company use for the transaction record, like purchase journal, general journal, sales journals, cash payment journal, purchase return journal, and sales returns journals. Okay, so next I will explain about the ledgers. After all the transactions are recorded to the journal, it will continue with the ledger confirm either a debit or credit on transaction account. The Herbs Holding Senior Berhad always use the general ledger after complete the book of journal. So now I will explain more about the trial balance. Trial balance is the important thing to do after done the ledger, which is the owner will do another report to balance is in each of the record. It will be used at the end of the month to check whether all the transactions have been recorded correctly or not. Every month, owner of the Herbs Holding Senior Berhad will focus to balancing the business account so that he know all the transaction is recorded in perfectly. Okay, so next I will explain about the adjust entry. It is normal if the company will do the adjust entry at the end of the month, including the Herb Holding Senior Berhad. Adjustment may help owner to know if he pays expenses before he actually incurred. They often result in inventory adjustment or depreciating asset, which is important to balance the account. So the adjustment of trial balance is to show the update balance after done doing the adjustment entries. Other than that, adjustment trial balance is used to prepare the closing entries. Finally, the last process of the accounting process is the financial statement. That can be prepared by the list of balance from the trial balance. Owner of the Herbs Holding Senior Berhad commonly do the financial statement of profit and loss, but at the same time he also do the statement of financial position, for example, asset, liabilities, and equities. So for the reversing entries is an optional to the owner of the company at the beginning of the month. The Herbs Holding always do the reversing entries because it is an entry to undo and adjust entry. It will be easy for owner to keep on track for all the transactions from month to month because he sure that reversing entries are way to handle the transaction.
Hi, my name is Nur Zahira and I'm gonna explain the strength and the weakness in the recording process. The first strength in recording process is cash transaction. Mostly the herbs business is in cash transaction. This indicated that all cash transaction for daily goods sold easily to analyze cash flow in daily business. This also can help the company cash circulation remains good and never gets low in cash. Hence, by cash involving can be free from fear of bad debts. And second, the strength in recording process is the receipt book and documentation. Receipt book is important in business as it recorded all the cash and check, receipts and payment that has been made can be recorded properly. And by documentation and filing can make the business easy to refer in the future and prepare for the taxes matter. Third is the decision making. When the company knows the financial flow, it is easier for the company to plan and decide for the company in the future, such as open a new branches and hire more employees in the future. So lastly, the strength in recording process is the preparation of financial statement. As we know, recording process can allow us to compare our financial statement current year with another year easily. We can know and detect the profit and losses that the company has gained. By preparing the financial statement, we can know our business model, expenses, and all utility that we have spent. And next, we are moving to the weakness in the recording process. First is lack of financial control. So, the herbs company did not practice a properly accounting system to record the transaction. This can be because of the lack of manpower, and the herbs refuse to use the double entry bookkeeping method and does not have any software system accounting. All transaction has recorded manually. This has wasted so much time as the company need to spend more time to calculate their profit and losses. Second weakness in recording process is the high competition. As the herbs company has located in the crowded city in Kuala Lumpur, has made a lot of competition. All the competitors are operating average about 500 meters, such as other cosmetic and beauty store, restaurant and cafe. These competitions causes demand decreases. It will affect sales and the margin also can be cut. Next, the weakness is the unlimited liability. The herbs as the owners is solely responsible of all financial aspects of the business, includes the liabilities. If the company had to face the bankruptcy, the herbs needs to put all personal assets to cover all liabilities, as the debt collector can access all personal savings, assets, and the herbs property. The herbs needs to face and bear all the losses by itself. Lastly, the weakness in recording process is the provide insufficient information. In recording process, the information may not accurate as this because the information may be overlooked by the accountant and can be affected all financial process. For example, there are excess spending in the expenses and the excess is actually from the previous month. This can cause the work be redundant in the future. That's all from me. Thank you.